We're starting off this recipe with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You now want to add 1 tablespoon of baking powder to your 2 cups of flour. You want to add 1/4 a teaspoon of salt to your flour mixture. I'm adding 1/2 cup of granulated sugar to my flour mixture only because my wild blackberries are a little bit more tart. If you're using a sweeter fruit, you want to use 1/3 a cup of granulated sugar. Whisk everything up. I'm adding a little bit of lemon zest to my scones. It just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. It's not necessary, but I highly recommend it if you're doing blackberries. You now want to take a 1/2 stick of unsalted butter out of the freezer and you want to grate it. And now what I'm doing is I'm breaking up the butter in between my fingers. It's kind of difficult to record it, but you want to break it up until it becomes very fine and little. You want to make sure that you froze your butter prior before doing this. You want to see this type of texture in your flour mixture. You want all the butter broken up as well as you can to resemble kind of like wet sand. You now want to pour yourself 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and crack an egg inside. And you also want to add vanilla extract and then you want to whisk it all up. You now, after you combined your egg and vanilla together, you want to add that, add 1/2 of it and then mix it up beforehand and then mix the other 1/2. It's going to be a little bit more wet than dry because we are making scones. Once it's all mixed up, you want to go ahead and get your 1 cup of your fruit mixture. I'm doing 1 cup of wild frozen blackberries. You could go ahead and do 1 cup of chocolate chips, 1 cup of blueberries. You want to put it on a lightly floured surface, just a little bit on top, not too much. You do want it to be a little bit more wet. Then you want to push it out to where it has about this much thickness and it's about that wide. You then want to freeze these for 15 to 20 minutes after you cut them up into 8 wedges. You also want to have your heavy cream ready because you're going to brush the tops of your wedges before you put them into the oven. Once you brush the top of your scones with heavy cream, you're going to place these in a preheated oven at 400 degrees for 18 to 20 minutes depending on your stove. I'm going to make a lemon vanilla glaze for the top, and that is powdered sugar, vanilla extract, as well as a little bit of lemon and heavy cream mixed in. You want to make sure that your glaze has no lumps in it and it's like this. And now when you take your scones out, they should look like this. I pulled mine out at 18 minutes exactly. You want to let these cool down on the actual pan themselves because they will continue to cook. And I will end up showing you what one of them looks like inside shortly after coming out, and then also what it looks like fully cooled down after I glaze them, so you have kind of an idea. But these are completely cooked, trust me. You also want to make sure that before you add the glaze that your scones are completely cooled down, because the glaze will not stick to it and they will just completely run off the scone. So make sure they're completely cool to the touch and they're not warm anymore, so the glaze adheres to them better. You also could take this recipe that I give you, because it'll be in the description box below. You can also take this. You want to not use as much sugar. If you were to do cheddar chive scones, you would still do 1 tablespoon of baking powder. You want to do less sugar, clearly, a little bit more salt. But you would add something like garlic powder, chives, as well as fresh cheddar cheese, and you can make cheddar chive scones. I've done it, they're delicious. And then you also can swap out, instead of doing blackberries, you can do blueberries. I've seen where people do like a lemon poppy seed scone. You can use this base of this scone recipe to actually swap out different versions of it that you actually want to try, of different variations. Well, that's it for today. If you enjoyed hanging out with me, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Please leave a comment down below of what variation you tried of these scones. I would very much appreciate for you to like and comment, because I will read the comments, and I'll see y'all in the next one.